Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Brad Varnell. This is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Man, I am getting tan. I tell you what, I've been doing 2 45-minute exercises every day as part of my health and fitness challenge. And I have been doing them suckers outside in this 100-degree Las Vegas weather. And yeah, man, we're getting our tan on here. And folks, thank you for joining me. Those of you that are new to the channel, this is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. I'm Brad Varnell. Today, I'm going to be talking about some exciting information, some very practical and pertinent information to cryptocurrency investing and getting wealthy in this bear market, positioning yourself before the bull market comes around. Nobody has a crystal ball, but I think, and a lot of people that I believe are very, very intelligent, way smarter than me, believe that probably towards the mid to end of 2024 and going into 2025 is when we are going to see Bitcoin reclaim all-time highs and hopefully blast off into that 150, $200,000 range. And I've been learning a ton during this bear market. And that's one of the things that we will talk about today. Hey, Annazette, how are you? Long time no see. I hope you are doing fantastic. I hope you are navigating these murky bear market waters and hanging in there, keeping a positive attitude. Anybody else that is joining us, please feel free to say hello and let us know what you're up to, how you're doing. If you have any questions, you know I always love to answer as many questions as I can on these live streams. Do me a favor. Oh, that's right, Paul. How's it going, Paul? Great to see you, buddy. I always forget that's your that's your YouTube channel. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I hope you are doing fantastic. Did you get your XRP issue figured out? I've never used the Exodus wallet, so I wasn't able to be more helpful there. Hopefully, you got your XRP moved to where you wanted it to. Folks, if you're just joining the channel, feel free to say hello. Let us know in the chat that you're here. Do me a favor, folks. Please hit that like button. Let the old algorithm know that we are live and we'll get a few more people on this stream. I am really excited because over the last few months, I have started cultivating a relationship with a gentleman named David Meltzer. And I want to show you his website really quickly while I'm actually talking a little bit about him. This gentleman has just an incredible story. I saw him on a podcast where he was on a show with a gentleman named Ed Milet, who is a super successful businessman, but more importantly, just a great man of faith, an incredible father and husband, somebody that really has everything in life that I was looking for. And David Meltzer was on his show, and when he started talking about his mission to make 1 billion people happy, and the way that he plans on doing that is by finding 1,000 people that will help him to find 1,000 people that will find 1,000 people. And if you multiply 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000, you end up with 1 billion. Now, this is his website. And the reason that I brought this up, it's dmeltzer.com, is this gentleman has been really instrumental in helping shape my attitude during this bear market, helping me to really focus in on what I can control and help me to see how I can help the most people during this bear market. Sometimes, especially in crypto, when everything is going good, everybody's happy, everybody's pumped up, everybody's excited. It really feels like, everything's great. You're helping a lot of people. People are making money left and right. But when it really comes down to it, during a bull market, just about anybody can make money in crypto. You can literally just take a dart and throw it at the top 100 or top 200 tokens and throw your money at that token. And most likely you're going to make some pretty good money for a few months. But I've found over the last 5 years that to navigate during the bear markets and to position yourself in front of the next bear or bull market is where fortunes are made. My goal is to have an over 10-figure cryptocurrency portfolio by the top of the next bull market. And during this bear market, I want to help as many of you, whether you're just starting out or have some experience, create financial freedom in your life during the next bull market, whatever that might be. So David Meltzer has a free weekly training here, and then he has a group that you can join that's $99 a month where you get some group coaching. I would highly recommend that you take a look at this gentleman's free information, and then if it resonates with you like it did with me, maybe contemplate checking out his paid coaching group. It's been very, very amazing for me. He just had me on his Instagram live on Monday. I was just in Vegas for a live meetup with him. And anyways, folks, I just wanted to share a little bit about him and basically kind of repay some of the kindness that he has shown me over the last couple of months. He's helped my Instagram get a bunch of new followers. The YouTube channel's growth is helping. He's helping the YouTube channel grow just because of our relationship. And as he gets to know me and he talks about me and the channel a little bit in his socials, it's been amazing to see, some of the people from his community come join us. Hey, MDHI Home Inspection. Hello from Canada. Hey, fantastic. I grew up in the Great Northwest and spent a handful of weekends in Vancouver, Canada. And so what part of Canada are you joining us from, MDHI? So, folks, I'm not sure if he's still here, but what I really wanted to talk about is the mindset game. I know you probably get tired of hearing about the mindset. I know I did at some points in times when I was younger, because I was around a lot of people that really talked about mindset almost more than anything else. And the reason that I harp on it, I would just want to give you a quick little story, folks. Not really a story, but an anecdote. Think about it. Right now, we are in an information age. You can find out almost anything that you want with a couple clicks of a button through Google or Siri or Alexa or whatever it is, that you want to use. There's more books, there's more information out there than ever. And, I'll give you a good example. How hard is it to figure out how to get healthy? Like if you want to lose weight and get in shape, there's more information at your fingertips than ever before. But guess what, folks? There's also more people that are obese than ever before. I was one of them. I'm so excited. I've lost about 40 pounds this year. I've still got about 45, 50 more pounds that I want to lose. But man, I feel great. I've really got a ton of energy, but I'm making changes in my life. And it's not because I all of a sudden figured out how to eat healthier and how to exercise. I started kind of practicing what I was preaching when it comes to crypto and finances. I've trained my mind very well over the years to make the right decisions day after day after day. It's called The Slight Edge. In fact, there's a book that I love called The Slight Edge that basically shows a diagram where it's an arrow that goes straight across the paper, and then there's like on a cryptocurrency graph where we have a great big huge wick to the upside or a great big huge wick to the downside. Basically what its premise is that the small little everyday choices that you make day in day out have a compounding effect, and over time they will either promote you to massive success or they will demote you to massive failure. But in the process of doing them, as that line is just kind of going across, before it really goes, and does anything, it feels as if you're not making any progress. It feels as if you're not doing anything. In fact, David Meltzer earlier today gave me a great analogy, and I'd love to pass it on to you. He says, you want to enjoy the pursuit, not the end result. Because if you're chasing an end result, it'll inevitably almost never show up. The end result will never come. You won't be happy. You can't say, I'm going to be happy when. You got to be happy now. But the point that he makes is 90% of the effort that you do in life, whether it's cryptocurrency investing or any type of a business that you're building or a weight loss journey, whatever it is, 90% of the effort is only going to get you to about 25% of the results. But unfortunately, I forget the exact percentage, but I believe he said something like 90% of the people won't stick around long enough even to get to that 25%. But then 5 more percent of the work and effort will get you all the way to 50%. But by that time, an even smaller percentage is left. Most people that even if they get to that 25, they feel like they've put in 90% of the work and they're only got 25% of the results and they quit. 5% more work and they would have got to 50% of the results. And then the amazing thing is the last 5% of the work gets you the other 50% of the results, but only like 0.1% of the population sticks around to get 100% of the work done. It kind of goes back to the old saying, hey, you guys remember that guy who quit? Neither does anybody else, man. It might sound cliche, but winners never quit and quitters never win. And right now, folks, more people are quitting cryptocurrency than I've ever seen before. I can't believe how many people are getting frustrated and throwing in the bag. And I watched it happen a little bit in 18 and 19, but not like it's happening this time. It's it's crazy. And so, folks, I hope that by being on this channel, you get some value and hopefully I can keep you from quitting. My goal is just to help you one more day. One more day. I love that motto. I just got done reading a book. I'm always telling you guys about books and stuff, but seriously, I practice what I preach. In fact, I got this book today, Connected Goodness by David Meltzer. So he's a best-selling author, super, super, super cool guy. That's his picture there. And guys, I just love this guy. I'm not getting paid to promote him. I'm not getting paid to talk about him, but this is the other book that I just finished reading by Ed Milet, The Power of One More. The Ultimate Guide to Happiness and Success, The Power of One More. And the beauty of One More is he talks about how in the business that he built, he quit 1,000 times, but he started 1,001. And his dad, when he was down and he would call his dad and he would try to tell his dad, hey, it's not working. I'm going to quit. I don't want to do this anymore. His dad, being a man of such wisdom, would say, son, do me a favor. Just don't quit for one more day. And it turns out, that his father was an alcoholic until he was 15 years old. And his father quit drinking and lived the last 35 years of his life sober. But he never tried to live the rest of his life or even another month or even another week. He just tried to live one more day sober. And he passed that on to his son in business. Just hang on for one more day. So if you're here today thinking about quitting, and thinking about getting out of crypto, if I can just get you to hold on for one more day, I feel like this time together here is well worth every minute that we've spent. Hey, we got a few new people here. We got, what is this, 416 Bitcoin X. Hey, welcome to the channel. Folks, if this is your first time to the channel, please hit that like button. And folks, please subscribe to the channel if this is the first time that you've been here. We've got some amazing things going on at the channel, a lot of great information. And I really do believe, even though this is a smaller channel, that you're in the right place hanging out here with me. I went through the bear market of 18, 19, 20. In fact, I got involved in crypto, bought a little bit of XRP in the beginning of December of 2017. I bought a little bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum back in July of 2017, but I really got serious about investing right towards the end of December of 2017. So as you guys know, I got crushed off in all of 18, all of 19, most of 20. It wasn't fun. But my belief got me through. I knew what happened in 2020, 21 was coming. I knew in 2020, I didn't know it was happening in 2021, but I knew it was inevitable. I knew that Bitcoin was going to hit all-time highs. And so I just kept on plugging along. I never really thought about quitting. Quitting wasn't an option because what else was I going to do that was going to make me a millionaire over the next couple of years? And that's the spot that you guys are in right now. I pound that into your head. You have an opportunity to create $1 million or 2 million or 5 million or 10 million, depending on how serious you are. And the other thing I want to talk about is depending on your time frame and your risk tolerance. So that's one of the things I love about David Meltzer. Whenever I talk to him about crypto, he always brings up timing and risk tolerance. Those two things are so important to your strategy. If you need money tomorrow or next week or next month, cryptocurrency investing is probably not the way to go unless you're an expert trader and you can trade with a little leverage and you can pick and choose and long and short the market successfully. You're not going to probably do very well in the crypto market over the next month. Also, depending on your risk tolerance, if you can't stand to look at your portfolio and see it down 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% without just losing the will to live, cryptocurrency is going to be tough on you. But that is a mindset that you need to work on, folks. It's inevitable. If you invest in crypto long enough, you are going to be down 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% on some of your positions. I don't care how well you try to time it, how well you buy low and try to sell high, you will inevitably be down 50+% on your positions. But folks, if you don't sell, you haven't lost anything yet. So I look at my blockfolio, my portfolio all the time, and I've seen it down 60, 70, 80, 90% multiple times over the years. And yeah, it wasn't fun. But if your ultimate goal is $1 million, does it really matter whether your portfolio says 10,000 or 50,000? It really doesn't make that much of a difference, folks. The ultimate goal is $1 million, then don't worry about all of the heart attack charts in between. Just stay true to the course. Haydar Malik, buddy, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of enjoying looking at myself today. I feel like I'm looking a little bit thinner, and maybe it's just a tan, but I'm really starting to feel healthy. I've got this new challenge where one of my workouts is to do push-ups out in my swimming pool. So I'm on the second step down and kind of at a little bit of an incline. But I started off a few weeks ago, and I was only able to do maybe like 25 or 30. And then what I would do is I would do, 25 or 30, and then I would do that 2 or 3 times. And by the time I was done, I was getting, I was only able to do 10 or 15. And yesterday on Monday, after a couple of weeks, and then I take Saturday, Sundays off, I was able to do 100 push-ups. Yes, they're not full weight push-ups, but they're still solid push-ups. But I went from being able to do about 30 to being able to do 100 yesterday. And so I went from doing, say, maybe 75 or 80 total in the beginning on the first week to now I'm up to 300, 350 of these push-ups that I'm doing Monday through Friday. And then with my, not really my dieting, but just cutting back on my portions and eating a little bit healthier. And then, working out twice a day, 7 days a week, I really feel like I'm on the best path that I've ever been on to get down and get the rest of this weight lost and be back to healthy and, give myself the best chance that I can to live till I'm hopefully 80 or 90 or 100, God willing. J crypto minded. Now is the time to buy. I agree with you, buddy. It is an amazing time to be alive. I was talking to my brother-in-law a little bit today through text, and man, he's just, doom and gloom and sending me videos of the president of the United States slurring his words and different stuff and just like totally fearful. And I'm trying so hard to get him to see the massive opportunity that this is creating. Don't get me wrong. I'm not happy about it. I don't wish bad things upon people. I know that this market and this recession and the inflation is going to wipe a lot of people out. It is. It's going to hurt a lot of people. I'm not happy about it. But at the same time, folks, you can only focus on what you can control. And the fact of the matter is more millionaires and more wealth is going to be accumulated during a recession like this than during some of the booms. During the booms, everything's overpriced. Right now, you're getting assets that are extremely undervalued, and it's just a matter of buying them and holding on long enough, hanging on long enough to let time do the work. What do I got going on here? These are all the new people who wanted to get rich quickly with no patience. Hey, I know how that goes. And folks, I don't look down on you if that's how you felt, because when I first got involved in crypto, I'd watched my mentor turn $9,500 into 2.2 million in less than a year. He started buying Ethereum back in February of 2017 at about $9. And he bought Neo, which was then Ant shares at around $0.25. Well, as you know, during the last last bull market in 2017 going into 2018, Ethereum topped out at about 1,400. So from 9 to 1,400, and then the Neo went from 25 cents to $196, folks. He had 5,000 Neo. Think about that. 5,000 Neo at a quarter, $1,250. 5,000 of them at 196, just rounded up to 200 for even math, but 5,000 of them times $200 is $1 million off of a $1,250 purchase. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Where else can you turn $1,000 into $1 million? I don't know of any other place unless it's, I don't know. I mean, legal or illegal, it'd be pretty hard to turn 1,000 into $1 million. So folks, there's going to be wealth made like that over the next 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years. I'm not a proponent of saying, hey, if you got $1,000, I can turn you into a millionaire. But I believe a lot of people, including myself, think if you can get $20,000 or $30,000 into this market, positioned correctly, you have a very good likelihood. You're going to need a little bit of luck. You're going to have to pick some of the right tokens, but you have a very good likelihood of getting to $1 million with just 20 or 30 grand. If you can get up to 50, 100, 150,000 put into the market over the next, year to 2 years, you might have a chance to hit, multiple millions, 5 millions, and maybe even all the way up to 8 figures where you've got, a $10 million portfolio. Let me see here. Hey, Els 59. Hey, buddy. Long time no see. Hope you're doing fantastic, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, as usual, Jay has some information here that I think is true. Stop watching the news. Get off of Facebook. Have some extra food and water. And control what you can. Yeah, those are good ones, all except for the Facebook one. Actually, something that I'm super excited about is that I've been doing some one-on-one consulting lately. It wasn't something that I really wanted to do, but I was helping so many people for free that I just got to the point where I just couldn't do it for free anymore. Then this bear market came along and I had a lot of people coming to me asking me for help restructuring their portfolio and to do a lot of different things. So I actually started taking on some clients on a one-on-one basis, and I'm loving it. Now that's something that you can DM me, that you can get involved with. But the thing is cost-wise, it's not effective for everybody. It's not effective for somebody that's only got $100 or $200 or $300 or $400 a month that they're investing into crypto. The people that I'm working with, probably have $10,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 minimum that they're looking to invest, and they're going to continue to invest $1,200 to $5,000 a month over the next couple of years. And it got me thinking, my mission here is to help as many people as I can create financial freedom through cryptocurrency. And so this David Meltzer has a free group, and then he's got a group coaching group or community that is paid. And so I'm kind of working on something where I'm going to actually be able to spend a little bit more close and intimate, up close time with a few people in this community. So I will put the link in the description. I'll try to throw it in here, but I actually have a Facebook group right now that is free to join. It will end up funneling into a second group here pretty soon that's going to get some pretty incredible value, including some one-on-one time with me, or like in a group setting where there's 10 or 15 or 20 of us that are on together. And you get to, come on and take advantage of, some close personal time. If you want to join that Facebook group, here is the link. But I agree with Jay in general. Social media for the most part is not going to do you any good. It's not going to move you closer to your dreams. What do we got going on here? I managed to change my mindset. Now I'm happy to see my portfolio going down. Excited to load up on a 90% discount. Amen. Amen, brother. That's so important. Just like Jay said, focus on what you can control. I would have much rather Bitcoin ran up to 100, 150,000 at the end of 2021, like I thought it was going to, and, created, FU money, if you will. Excuse my language. I'm not a big cusser, but that's just, I don't know how else to put it. But there's a huge difference between having a few 100,000 or $1 million and having 10 million. 10 million is a number that I think can really put a person in good shape for the rest of their life. If you've got 500,000 or a million lying around, that's definitely going to help you, and it gives you a lot of freedom, but it doesn't really give you the ability to totally call all your shots for the rest of your life, probably. So I thought I was going to be in that FU money zone at the end of the last bull run, and it's going to take me to the end of the next bull run to get there. But at this point, I'm like, hey, come on, Bitcoin, let's see $10,000 Bitcoin. Hell, I don't care. Go all the way down to 2,000 or 3,000. It won't bother me. I'm not going to get out of crypto if Bitcoin went down to $500. Nothing is going to knock me out of the game. So at this point, I'm rooting for it to go down and just decimate what crypto I still have left in the market. Decimate it, knock it down, kick the crap out of it. I'd love to be buying some $1 Polkadot, some 5-cent Matic or 3-cent Cardano again. I don't think we're ever going to see those prices, but I'm with you, man. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Well, folks, I think I've been talking for 26 minutes without taking a breath. And unless you guys have some questions, I think I'm just about out of here. If you'd like to get a little bit more up close and intimate, have an opportunity to spend a little bit more time and kind of create relationships with me, one of the neat things about the position that I'm in right now is that with a smaller community of a little over 3,000 people, I do have the ability to kind of touch base and become, friends with some of you guys, on a more close basis. You'll have the ability in 5 years to say, hey man, I knew that guy before anybody else. But there is going to come a time when this channel explodes, probably during the next bull run, where all of a sudden I'm going to have 50, 100, 200, 300, 500,000 subscribers, and I won't have the ability to connect with you guys, quite as intimately as I do now. So take advantage of this Facebook group. Take advantage of some of the group coaching opportunities that are coming up, and let's build friendships. For any of you that are coming to Vegas, I live in Vegas. Any of you guys that want to come see me in Vegas, or you're just coming to visit in Vegas, reach out and let me know you're coming into town. I would love to meet up with you, go have coffee or lunch or dinner or something like that. Hey, Jonathan, any projects you are picking up this week? Let me go ahead. I said I was going to get off of here, but let me shoot over to CoinGecko here real quick. And let me see, there it is. So let's see what we got going on here. It looks like we got Bitcoin at a little bit over 19,532. Yeah, Jonathan, I'll shoot you a referral link if this is a cryptocurrency project that you think you may be interested in. I am been buying into a token called FitFi. So FitFi is built on the Avalanche network. And this is kind of a similar project to the, if you've ever heard of STEPN, 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 which is like a move to earn fitness NFT app. This right here is basically the Avalanche version. STEPN is on the Solana network, and then this token here is on the Avalanche network. Right now, it's sitting at about 7 cents, $29 million market cap. They haven't actually started selling the sneakers for the Move to Earn app yet. That's supposed to be happening here in quarter 3, I believe it is. So it's down 90% from its all-time high. Its all-time low went all the way down to a nickel about a month ago, and it's kind of in between here. This is one that I'm personally into. Now, part of the reason, Jonathan, part of the reason, Jonathan, that I like this is I'm doing a lot of walking. Part of my my Live Hard challenge is 2 45-minute exercises a day, and I do a lot of those are 2 45-minute walks. So I love the idea of having this app and earning these tokens, making money from exercise that I'm going to be doing anyways. So that's one that you could take a look at. Another one that I really like, and now once again, personal to me, this one called XCAD. is based on, it's a kind of a, you can click here over here, X Academy token. Oh, for those of you that I didn't say, this is CoinGecko, coingecko.com, one of my favorite places to research tokens. As you can see, like you can see here, XCAD network, it's $1.52. It's ranked 455. Its website is over here. You can get on its Twitter, its Telegram. You can see that it's part of the Ethereum ecosystem. But this one here is a token that I think is potentially going to be doing very well. And then, let me go back to the basics. In this market, what I'm telling most people, unless you already have huge, huge, huge amounts of these top 10, 20 tokens, I don't really recommend going that far down the rabbit hole when you can be buying Bitcoin at under 20. Bitcoin, especially if it gets down in that 10 to 14K range. I'm looking for some Ethereum. I'm hoping to find Ethereum somewhere between 3 and 800, with 5 or 600, I think, being potentially very possible. I really love XRP. I think that XRP is going to win their lawsuit and do very well. ADA Cardano here, I think, is a great a token. Right now, I think Solana is going to go through a little bit more pain with all of the news and the things that have been coming out with Solana. I'm holding off a little bit and seeing if maybe I can pick up some $20 Solana. One of my favorite tokens is Polkadot. I love the fact that it's it's a network that many tokens are building on top of. They're doing their parachain auctions or finishing up their parachain auctions. This is a token where if you know how to hold it properly, you can earn 10, 12, 14, 16% in Polkadot while you're waiting for the next bull run. I do like my Avalanche. Matic is another one of my favorite tokens that I think is going to do amazingly well. I think that eventually we're going to see the FTX, FTT token do well. Chainlink is another one of my favorites that is, creeping down here. This was a top 10 token during the last bull run, and now it's down to 23rd. It's got staking coming where you'd be able to stake and earn more Chainlink. I do really like, as we get a little bit further down, VeChain is another one that I've been in for a long time. And then it's really gotten the heck beat out of it lately. Let me see, where is Zill? Zilliqa is another one of my favorites here at about 3 cents. So those are a handful that if you're looking for stuff that is what I consider to be more blue chip, like those tokens that I just went are more along the lines of, like your Apples and your Amazons and your Microsoft and your Starbucks, as far as those tokens have a lot less risk. They don't have as big an upside as some of the tokens that are a little riskier, but I think it would be very hard for any of those to be going out of business on us anytime soon. And I do believe that they will do well during the next bull run. So thank you, Jonathan, for that question. Jonathan is in the free Facebook group. Glad to see you here on YouTube too. Thank you for being in both places, buddy. I appreciate you. Jonathan picked up some Beam Swap. Appreciate it. Great, man. I hope you're putting it to work. If you've got some Beam Swap, you want to either have it getting you some share tokens and you're earning that 25, 26, 27, 28%, or, there's a lot of yield farms on Beam Swap right now that I think are pretty good ones too. Let me see. What is the symbol? I'm not sure what you meant by that. What is the symbol for FitFi? The symbol for FitFi is just that, FITFI. Awesome. Let me see here. Referral link. Which referral link are you referring to, Jonathan? I'm not sure. I talked about a lot of different stuff, so I'm not. Oh, you want the referral link for the Step app? Yeah, sure. No problem. Let me kick over here to this and connect my wallet real fast while we're talking, and should be able to get you that referral link. I don't think I've put this referral link into the Facebook group yet. I have put this referral link into into my Telegram channel. If you're not in the Telegram channel, Jonathan, that's another way that you can kind of keep up with everything that is going on. Let me see here. Go to the app. I know you guys can't see the screen that I'm looking at because unfortunately with the StreamYard, you can just see the one screen. Here we go. Yeah, the neat thing about signing up for this app right now is that you can actually get whitelisted and potentially put, oh, that didn't work. Let me see here. I guess it's just a number. It didn't give me an actual link. Let me copy. There we go. Copy the link. See if that works. Just copy the link. Come back over here. VeChain has a partnership with the UFC. They're a new sponsor. That's beautiful. I love the sound of that. There we go. There is my FitFi referral link. So, folks, if any of you want to check out that Step app and get potentially whitelisted and be able to mint the sneakers before it actually goes live, because there could be some money to be made on the sneakers too. If this app takes off and goes well, like the Steppen app did, a lot of those sneakers minted for a couple of SOL and now are selling for 25, 30, 50, 100 SOL. So that's also a second way to make money on this FitFi is if you get some sneakers and those go up in value. Yeah, I love the sound of that. VeChain has a partnership with the UFC. They're a new sponsor. You know, I love a lot of those dual tiered tokens. One of the great things about VeChain is that it has a sister token or a daughter token or whatever, a brother token, whatever you want to call it, called VTHOR, VTHO. And just for holding the VeChain, you get the VTHO, every few seconds. So just to give you guys an idea, if you're not familiar with VeChain, I don't have a ton in this particular wallet right now, but I'll give you an idea here. So if you can see the phone there, so I've got 74,000 VeChain in this wallet. That 52,000 VTHO, or VTHO, that is all rewards just for holding the VeChain in my wallet, holding the VET in my wallet. And that 5288238 goes up. That 38 turns into a 39 about every 10, 15, 20 seconds. I'm trying to hold it up here long enough for you to see that 38. There it goes. It just turned to a 39. So every few seconds you earn a little bit more of the VTHO. So if you're a believer in the VeChain project and think that it's going to do great things, well, it's wonderful to have it spitting off that VTHO, the VTHO. And, at some point in time, what I'm actually hoping is that I can have enough VeChain that I never have to sell my VeChain, that I just use the VTHO for passive income. So once VeChain gets up to say $5, $10 token, if the VTHOR is, say 10, 15, 25, 30% of the price of the VeChain, then I'll be looking at having that token, rolling in that I can spend. Where did I stake it at? Hey, so this here is just called the VeChain Thor wallet. And it's right on your Google or Apple Play Store. So it's a private wallet. You have your own private keys. So you don't have to worry about Voyager or Celsius or any other exchange screwing you over. Once you buy the VeChain, you can send it to you need the VTHOR for the VeChain blockchain. Absolutely. That's kind of like the gas. But I'm just saying, I love tokens that have that dual, like you've got Theta and Theta Fuel. You've got Neo and gas. You've got Ontology and Ong, and then VeChain and the VTHOR. I love those types of tokens that are a dual, two-tiered token. What do we got going on here? What are your thoughts of carbon offsets and carbon markets? Not really familiar with that. I stick to cryptocurrency. I don't really play in the stock market much. I do have plans after the next bull run to take a big chunk of my cryptocurrency and invest it into a little bit more stable assets, if you will. Like I'm thinking, say I get to $10 million, I'll probably cash out 5 to 8 million. and use that in real estate and other investments that are throwing off income. And I won't, if I cash out, 5 million, I'm going to keep several million lying around to buy back in I should say when, not if, to buy back in when we get another retracement. Bitcoin runs up to 200 during the next bull market. It'll probably come back down. If it goes, what's 85% of 200 is down to about 30 grand. So it'll probably go all the way up to say 200,000 during the next bull market. And then it'll retrace all the way back down to 30 grand. Well, this time I plan on having several $1 million sitting on the sideline. That's how you go from 1,500,000, 250,000 to 10 million. And then you sell off a bunch at the top, buy back in at the bottom. And then the next time it goes up, you're at 25 or 50 or 100 million. I mean, you literally, I believe, can create $100 million over the next 15, 20 years by playing these cycles right. I'm not talking about trying to time the absolute top and buy the absolute bottom, but I'm talking about being smart and taking profits as it looks like it's getting up to the top, and then waiting for that retracement to come back. Like right now, if you buy any token and Bitcoin goes down another 10 grand and altcoins get slaughtered by another 50%, it doesn't matter. You're still going to make a fortune in the next bull run. But of course, it's nice to have some powder on the sidelines for the bottom too. So like if I had $10,000 right now that I wanted to invest, I would probably just put 2,000 or 3,000 into the market today. I would want to get some exposure, but I would hold on to some of that dry powder and wait and see what the market did. And I would want to have some cash on the sidelines in case Bitcoin does make that run down to 10,000 and everything else gets slaughtered by 50, 60, 70%. I'm sitting there waiting to take advantage of it. So those are tokens then. Those are actually on the blockchain. I have not heard of them. So if you have any useful links, or if you want to hop into the Facebook group and share those with me so I could take a peek at them, that would be fantastic. I would love that. You can also join the Telegram group and share it there. ChangeBlock is an exchange of carbon exchange that allows people to trade carbon assets on the blockchain. Interesting. Okay. Is it on CoinGecko? Can I look at it on CoinGecko? Let me see, Jonathan, while I'm waiting for 416 Bitcoin, when do you think the market is going to rebound? I don't think that the actual full rebound where we start seeing Bitcoin climb all the way back up and start reaching all-time highs is going to happen until after the Bitcoin halving in 2024. I believe that is roughly slated for around March of 2024. And then probably towards the end of 2024 is when we'll get the great big run up and watch Bitcoin smash through its all-time highs and start heading for 100, 150, $200,000. In the meantime, we're going to get some relief rallies. I really thought that Bitcoin, just over the last few days was going to probably break through and maybe head up towards 24, 25, maybe even get up, as high as 27, 28,000. At which point I actually had a plan. Like I'm doing a 10K to a 100K challenge right now. My plan was if Bitcoin got up to 28K, I was going to sell a bunch of the tokens that I'm holding right now for that 10K to 100K challenge. I was going to sell them, and then I was going to short Bitcoin because I'm pretty sure that once Bitcoin hit 28, there's a good possibility that we're going to watch it get smashed all the way down under 20, possibly even as low as 10 to 14. And between the run up to 28 and then shorting Bitcoin back down, I was actually going to be able to recoup. I believe, I got to double check the figures, but I believe that $10,000 bankroll challenge is probably down to about 22 to 2,500 right now because everything that I bought is just getting smashed. So I think if I ran it up to 28, sold the tokens, and then shorted the market down to 20 to 14, I would have the whole 10,000 back at my disposal. So I think that there's going to be relief rallies, Jonathan. I think that we will see some hopium in the market. I think that eventually the Manipulators, the wealthy, the elite are going to run the prices up. They're going to try to get retail excited and try to get retail to come back in. And right about the time everybody thinks that Bitcoin is headed back towards all-time highs, they're going to crush everybody's dreams and smash it down to 14,000. Now, luckily, I saw that happen in 18 and 19 and so many times. Like, I can't tell you how many times I was talking to my dad, who's, my best friend, and we've done crypto right from the very beginning together. Many, many, many late night conversations talking about crypto. If I had $1 for every time my dad and I got on the phone and said, "Hey man, this is it. It's headed, man. It's going. We're going to be rich." Seriously, that happened to me so many times in 18, 19, and 20 that I can't even count. So don't think that we're going to get nothing but doom and gloom in this market. We will get some relief rallies, but don't mistake them. Do not mistake them for the beginning of a bear and that we are on our way back up to all-time highs. I don't believe that's going to happen for a couple of years. Now, folks, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have my securities license. This is just entertainment. This is a guy that created financial freedom through the last bull run. And now I'm just kind of sharing my playbook with you guys. Always do your own due diligence. Never take my word or anybody's word for that matter for anything when it comes to investing. Always do your own research and never invest money that you can't afford to lose. Can't wait till 2024. Yes, sir. I am with you, Paul. I can't wait either, man. Looking forward to chatting with you soon. We were going to talk about maybe doing another challenge. So if that's something that you're still interested in, hit me up, DM me, and we'll get that figured out. Well, folks, I said I was going to get off of here about 20 minutes ago. We've been going for 46 minutes now. It's been a pleasure. I love you all very much. I hope you're doing fantastic. Seriously, though, if you're going through tough times, if you're struggling, if you're depressed, if you're hurting, please join that Facebook group. Get in touch with me on Telegram. Let's see if we can spend a little bit of time together. I would love to share some of my hopium with you and get to know you guys all on a little bit better, closer, more personal level. So what do we got going on here? We might have to wait a little. No, 416 Bitcoin. You're killing me, brother. No, I don't think you're going to have to wait till 2030. And I tell you why. Bitcoin, when it halves again in 2024, that supply shock that always makes it different. If you go all the way back to the beginning of the Bitcoin's history, the halving has always set off the next bull run. The only thing about this particular bull run that we just went through was that it didn't go for as long and we didn't get to as high as we expected it to, but time-wise, it played out almost exactly the way that it should have had we looked back at the previous bull run back in 2012, 2013, and now you go to the bull run in 17, 18, and now the bull run going into 2021. They've all come after the Bitcoin halving, so there's no way that I don't believe that it's going to be till 2030. I certainly hope it's not 2030. I mean, I got a dad that's 81 that's living life pretty well, but when the next bull run comes, he's really going to be able to live extremely well. I mean, I'm only 48, getting ready to turn 49, but I definitely don't want to have to experience 8 more years of this, before I have the money to do all of the things that I want to do and really achieve some of my biggest dreams in life. So I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong, brother. All right, folks. I could go on all night. I swear, you get me rolling. I could talk to you all night. I really love this. I mean, it's a passion of mine. That's why I do it. I mean, I really love getting on here and chatting with you guys. And like I say, I appreciate you spending an hour with me tonight or 45 minutes. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you in the next video.